Hi everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Dear April. Hi everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Dear April, an advice show where I channel answers to your questions, your struggles, and your issues. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send them in to dearapril@mail.com. So I'm going to get right into the first question today. And it says, Dear April, I've been wanting my dream job for a while. I feel like there's the potential for me to have it this year or next. I was told some not so great news that I would be sharing a room with the gentleman who does the job that I want. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. I'm wondering if the lesson is for me to rub off some of my positivity onto this guy, and for me to get my feet soaking wet in special education after being out of it for 10 years. Will everything work out and will I be doing what I'm certified for? Thanks, Erin. Okay, Erin. Let's see what they have to say about all this. I invite everyone to also just relax, because anytime that there is a channel, a message that is being channeled, there is really strong healing divine energy present. So you can always sort of receive, even if the message is not for you, the energy can be very helpful for you. So it's more about feeling the message than hearing it. Okay. What we see within you is a tendency to worry, to overthink, to overstress, and overanalyze. What is next for you in the course of things is just another step in a multi-step process in which you are currently embroiled. Be aware that this is not a test. This is not something that is meant to cause you struggle, strain, and stress. This is meant to be another place for you to learn surrender, for you to learn peace, and wherever you are. Sit with that for a moment. Learning peace wherever you are. Allowing yourself to open up, to let go of your armor, to let go of your expectations, to let go of everything, and just be as things are right now, with no judgment. No judgment. And we understand that this is a difficult space to be in while you are living a physical life on the physical plane. For you to just surrender and give up fighting and pushing and struggling and trying to get that job that you want. That's not what you came here for. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to be, to bring peace, first to yourself and then to others. When you do that, all else will fall into place with grace and ease. I know. I know how hard it is to receive that message, and how far it is from what you want to hear. And the feeling right now that I'm getting from them is this sense of them surrounding you. Your divine beings all standing around you, putting their hands on your shoulders. And you sitting there going, where are you? Instead of surrendering and letting yourself feel that they're there. You're going, where are you? I can't find you. I can't see you. I can't hear you. You have to open and surrender. You have to let it be there. Bring your awareness to your heart. I know. We will get to the work part. We'll get there. But right now, bring your awareness to your heart. And open it up. Whatever's got it closed off, whatever's got it constricted, open it up. Even if it's 100 layers, open it up, unwrap it. Flay it open. Even if it feels vulnerable. Open it up. Without this, nothing can come to you. Drop your shields, drop your barriers, drop your judgments. Just be with your heart wide open. And every time you're feeling stressed, every time you start to worry, understand, you've let this close up again. You've put up the shields, you've put up the barriers. And it's not helping you, it's not helping anyone. Come back to open. 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 When this is closed, you are out of the flow. You are out of the vortex. When you are going, where are you? I can't feel you. I don't know where you are. I can't find it. I don't have what I want. I am struggling. I'm worried. I'm stressed. You're out of the vortex. You've closed off. And you're no longer in the flow. So come back to this. Come back to the heart and open it up. And just be in that, because nothing else matters. Your love life, your work life, your family life, your moods, it can all shift. When you get to the place where this is open and you are in the flow. And you'll know just by how your body feels, whether you're in the flow or not. So pay attention to that and realize it's a gift when you're feeling uncomfortable, because it's showing you that you're not in the flow. You're not open. You're not able to receive unless you're in the flow. So get back in there. Again and again and again and again. Every 2 minutes if you need to. But find your way back to the flow over and over and over. Primarily by opening your heart again. And recognizing just how long that's been closed up and constricted. Just how long that's been a natural state for you. But that's not your natural state. It's not who you came here to be. It's not what you were born as. And it's certainly not your core essence of being. Now, as for the job, just be you from this heart. Let your heart open at work, with your coworkers, with this guy that you have to share the room with the kids. You don't have to like them. You don't have to love them. You don't have to approve of what they do or how they do it. But when you close this off, it closes you off. And so you ask, will you get the job that you want? Will everything be okay? But it all depends on you. Everything is always okay. From a larger soul perspective, everything's okay. You came here to have this experience. You came here to bring love to this wild and wacky physical space, to these wild and wacky physical people. Feel that part of yourself and live from that place. That's what will get you the job that you want. That's what will make everything okay in here and in here. That's all you need, again and again and again, to live from your open, 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 open heart. Be blessed, Aaron. Namaste. Okay, the next question is, hey April, I've been going through drastic changes in my life over the last few years. I can witness the transformation in me through pain and losses. Some of it is totally beautiful to see how I'm growing, but the path is unclear and it confuses me to an extreme. I know it's a part of growing and becoming stronger, but I've gathered so much emotional baggage in personal relationships. I've done work to let go, but since my teens, I've been coming in contact with emotionally unavailable people. Though vibrational frequencies are totally different at the core, I tend to attract dysfunctional relationships, which impacts my self-worth. My romantic life is a disaster, I could say. I'm eternally, officially, always single, and look for deeper and soul-oriented relationships. Then, I simply break up with them in a few weeks to months, and it's catastrophic. But only faith in the higher power is fueling me to live my life. I am unable Alright, here's our next letter. Hey April, I've been going through some drastic changes in my life over the last few years. I can witness the transformation in me through pain and losses. Some of it's totally beautiful to see how I'm growing, but the path is unclear and it confuses me to an extreme. I know it's part of growing and becoming stronger, but I've gathered so much emotional baggage in personal relationships. I've done work to let go, but since my teens, I've been coming in contact with emotionally unavailable people. Though vibrational frequencies are totally different at the core, I tend to attract dysfunctional relationships, which impacts my self-worth. My romantic life is a disaster, I could say. I'm eternally, officially, always single, and look for deeper and soul-oriented relationships. Then I simply break up with them in a few weeks to months, and it's catastrophic. But only faith in the higher power is fueling me to live my life. I am unable to comprehend the emotional blockages. Love, Renu. We see the core of you, of your energy. Allow yourself to feel the energy flowing through you and around you. Open to feel this now. Even if all you can feel at this moment is your body, just feel. Understand that you have support and love. We wish for you to take a deeper look. Your current relationships are not about you. They're not about creating romance within your life. They are about healing what occurred with you when you were young. Because when you were young, things occurred in your life that trained you to believe that people were emotionally unavailable, or that it was not safe to connect with others on a deep, full, intimate level, because one day they would break your trust, or they would abandon you. This is what was shown to you at a very young age, and what you decided about the world. But none of this occurred on a conscious level. This work was done subconsciously, unconsciously. And yet when you interact with the world, 80% of your knee-jerk reactions to things and your feelings come from your subconscious and not your conscious mind. So regardless of the work that you do on a conscious level, until you work on what is buried in your subconscious mind, there will be no healthy relationships. Because as your current belief system stands, you don't know how. You don't believe it's actually possible. And you don't believe that you're safe to really truly connect with somebody. And so you attract people who are emotionally unavailable. Or when someone gets too close, you let them go. It would be a wonderful idea for you to find someone who works either energetically or through hypnosis or EMDR to specifically work on these blocks with you. I do that work as well, and if you resonate with me and the way I do things, feel free to contact me. My first session is free, but it doesn't matter who you work with. It just has to be somebody that you resonate with, who can really dig in there with you. But I would also like to take you through a practice that you can do on your own for now to begin this clearing process. So close your eyes, take a few slow, deep breaths. Drop completely and fully into your body. And feel for any discomfort that you have physically in your body. Does your throat feel tight? Do you have a knot in your stomach? Do you have a headache or tension in your neck? Which one is the most intense for you right now? When you find the area that's the most intense, in your mind's eye, reach in and envision yourself pulling out that discomfort and holding it in your hand. With your mind's eye, look at this and feel this. Pay attention to what it looks like, what it feels like, how much it weighs. Is it an object? Just observe it. And now ask yourself, how long has this been there, growing, expanding? How long has that been there? It started out tiny. It was just a seed in the beginning. But over time it's expanded and expanded and expanded. Who put this there? What was the moment or situation or statement? What was the feeling, the emotion? I want you to understand that the people who put this there were damaged themselves. That they were merely bringing you the way that they were taught. That their actions towards you were actually not about you at all, but about them. And about their programming, and their training, and their experience. And so understanding that, are you ready to let go of this garbage that was placed within you? That is not the truth. That the greater truth is that there are many people out there who can and would love to connect with you on a deep, true level, on a heart and soul level, and that it is safe to do so. Are you ready to let go of all that is holding you back from that? Your divine beings are stepping forward, and I want you to hand this over to them. And now, what would you like there instead? Ask them for what you would like to have inside you instead. And watch as they transform it. And put out your hands again. And receive it back in its new form and place it within you, in the space that it used to take up in a negative way. And allow it to fill that space with light and positivity and healthy feelings and beliefs. All that you are going through now has roots at your childhood and even earlier. And it will take many, many times of doing a practice like this in order for you to release all of the programs and levels and layers that have been implanted within you through your past. But doing this process will create a great shift within you. And the more you heal, the more you will begin to attract those who are also more healed, more open, more available. May you be loved, may you be blessed in all aspects of your life. Namaste. Thank you, Renew. Okay, I have one more letter, and it says, Dear April, I typically have no recollection of dreams. If I do, they are nightmares. I am unsure of my opinion of dreams as there is so much back and forth. Some say that they are just a mashup of the subconscious. Other cultures say they're sacred messages. Last night, I set an intention to be present in the dream space so that I could recall the dreams and be aware that I was dreaming. I had a dream that I was walking down an aisle of sorts. There were illuminated symbols in the sand. I can't recall the symbols. There were people on either side who did not speak, just a strong presence of some sort. And the words Anunnaki were there in some form. I am under the impression that it was a ceremony of initiation. I am unsure what any of this is about. Any insight into what that you could give me as to whether or not your personal experience with dreamscapes is that they are just a play of sorts, or was this something with a message? Thank you so much. I feel really protective of this information and wasn't sure where to take it. I appreciate you having the space that feels safe for me. Thank you, Heather. All right, Heather. So, in my experience with dreams, there is a lot of our dream life that is specifically set aside to deal with subconscious issues and to sort of work through the occurrences of the day and to deal with fears and all of that. But if you have an especially vivid dream that keeps replaying in your mind and you can see it very clearly and it felt almost real, or the dreams that happen just before you wake up in the morning or just as you're drifting off to sleep at night, those tend to have a lot more meaning and messages to them. And you tend to know on a gut level that something important just happened. And so I would suggest that you trust that. And with a dream like this, it really does have the feeling of it being much more than just your subconscious working through something. So I will channel a message for you and see what your guides and or my guides have to say about all of that. And I thank you for feeling safe enough to share that with me and the rest of the people who tune in. Thank you. We wish that you could see just how powerful, special, and important you are. To know the gifts that you could be bringing to this world. To know who you are and who you have been. To receive the light in a way that you have not yet grasped. And this cannot and will not occur all at once. This would be a step-by-step process. But understand that you are guided and supported. And that absolutely this dream was an initiation. In fact, we wish for you to tune in now, all of you, tuning in now and feeling the power of that initiation. And all of the years of all of the sacred ceremonies. Native American sacred ceremonies. Sacred ceremonies from all over the world, through every culture, through every generation. And yet sacred ceremonies have gone by the wayside in recent times. Many of the faiths who do sacred ceremonies have had to be hidden and subversive, or have lost many of their followers because of corruption. And so sometimes sacred ceremonies are safest when done in dreams. But they are just as powerful and just as real. All of the same beings are present, all of the same energies and intentions, and you have received a blessing and activation of awakening. And this means that you are ready to begin your journey in earnest, your journey into spirit, into finding your beliefs and your gifts, and finding the ways to share those with the world that serve you and others for the highest good. You, my dear, are the High Priestess. The sacred High Priestess. Receive this blessing now. Understand that you are loved, that there are many support systems available to you at this time, as many are awakening all at once, right alongside you. And there are those just slightly ahead of you waiting to guide you. Let's see, as we bless you and activate you and place a golden cloak around your shoulders, fine robes of power and grace. Be blessed, my dear, for you are sacred. Namaste. Well, Heather, that was a beautiful message for you. And I do want to say that a lot of times when people first begin to get into spirituality and metaphysics, they are given a message either through their own channel or through a channel for someone else that they are special, that they are extremely powerful. Some people may be told that they were Jesus in a past life. Some people may be told they're a high priestess. The basic message behind all of it is that we have those capabilities if only we can step into them and begin to grow and develop them and pay attention to that aspect of life, as opposed to this illusion that we live in the physical realm. To understand that we have the capability to alter that in ways that we've never understood before or never been allowed to learn about before this point. So that's really what this message is all about. And yes, absolutely, you're special. Everybody is special. Everybody is divine. And the deeper message here is to just understand what you're capable of, and who you are and who you have been previous to this. And to be able to bring that to this lifetime to create positive change for yourself, for the world, for other people, in whatever way feeds your soul, in whatever way you feel most drawn to. So in the beginning it will look like play. You'll just maybe take a psychic development class or a Reiki class somewhere, or start to get readings or healing work from someone. You'll start to read books, you'll start to see movies, and you just kind of broaden your way into this world until you find the pieces that are meant for you and your most intense abilities and gifts. And then you figure out how you're going to apply them in order to help others. And, you know, for some people that may be being a bank teller, but bringing healing energy to doing that kind of work. For other people it may be actually being healers, being motivational speakers, whatever whatever they feel drawn to doing that can help change the world. So I thank all three of you for all of those questions and for the beautiful messages that came through in response. The energy around all of them was really amazing, big, and awesome. I have one more message for everyone, but first I just want to show you, talk about my book. So this is Essence, Ending Emptiness, Finding Fulfillment. And when I first wrote this book, I was really focused on helping people who were love addicts, because that's how I started my journey. People who were unfulfilled in their lives, that's because that's how I started my journey. But really, it's about way more than that. This book is about, yes, finding fulfillment, being okay regardless of your romantic relationship status. In fact, being okay regardless of what's going on in your life, as well as developing your intuition, learning how to release blockages, learning how to do healing work on yourself and others, and basically empowering yourself to enjoy life more, to be more powerful, to be able to stand up for yourself, and to understand where some of your struggles are coming from. Because a lot of people have some intuitive abilities they don't even know about or recognize. And at this time, because they don't know how to deal with those and how to control them, it's actually creating a lot of issues because a lot of us feel other people's stuff and don't even realize that's what's happening. So this book is all about all of that and more. So it's available on Amazon, iBooks, Nook, and so on. So check it out. There's also all kinds of great bonus digital material that you get with the book. So check it out. Okay. So I just want to bring through one more channeled message for everyone at this time, just to kind of help guide you through what's going on vibrationally right now and how we can all kind of find more peace in what's happening at this point, and also find out what it is they want us to know as far as our next step and where we need to be right now. Okay. We understand the vast pool of negativity and fear that has overtaken the general populace at this time. As you are in the midst of a great shift of energy, a great shift of all of your physical systems, both within your bodies, within your societal structures, such as government, education, the church, the economy, as well as the planet itself, with earthquakes, volcanoes, nuclear disasters. There is also much emotional reaction to all of this, much fear surrounding all of this, as change always brings great fear. But please understand that this is for the betterment of all, and that if you can hold on, it will create great beauty for yourself, for others, for the planet. In those of you who are sensitive and open, you will see both ends of the spectrum. Those who are struggling and feeling everyone's collective issues and taking them on, unaware that what they are feeling belongs to the masses more so than themselves, but that also the masses are reflecting back to them what needs to be healed within them. So when you are sensitive and you are reacting to things outside of you, understand that there is something within you related to that that needs healing. And focus on that, on healing that, on recognizing the gift that has been given to you, that there is something within you that needs to be healed, that the collective experience of fear and discomfort is showing you. But you don't have to take on everyone else's stuff in order to heal that. It's their job to heal them, it's your job to heal you. So find people who can help you to heal that, because often you are too close to it to see what the real issue is. And on the other end of the spectrum, of those who are sensitive, there are people who are getting so much information right now, so much push toward their purpose, so many epiphanies coming through at this time, taking each of you to the next level and opening your eyes to things that you would not have been open to prior to this. But understand that each and every one of you who is watching or listening to this serves a purpose for the greater good. And in this moment, we wish to give you all a blessing and activation. If you are not open to this, please turn off the recording now. If you are open to receiving this blessing and activation of your purpose, your power, your grace, and your divinity, please open to receive now. Relax. Close your eyes, open your heart, open the crown of your head, the top of your head opening like a funnel. Take a deep breath, surrender, and allow. Namaste. All right. I hope that you had a wonderful and positive experience with that. If you have any questions of your own, if you have questions about what it is that I do while I'm not doing this, please feel free to send those to dearapril@mail.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.